Okay. All right. This is my first live podcast. I was gonna put it off and wait till I put the sign up and wait till I figure some stuff out. But somebody sent me something inspiring today. That was kind of like that made me think to just do it, right? So that's what I plan to do. This right here, this is Cold Steel TV, and what I'll be doing in the future is talking about a lot of different things, entertainment, sports, and a lot of the topics that are, a lot of the topics that are mainstream. Um, Today, I want to talk about a couple of things, man. I want to start. I want to start by. I want to start off with uh, this incident that just happened. See, I wanted to start. I wanted to do one on Chief Keef and Lil Durk to see um, if people still thought Chief Keef was the GOAT, because it was like I understood that he was considered the GOAT, but what happened was, to me, Lil Durk continued to drop and definitely got more of the following, and I would say more of the attention. I would think finance as well, but he also seemed to get his name always came up in like a lot of the negativity, the things connected with, people try to connect him with the FBG duck, but uh, today we heard some new news. Which do you remember the incident that happened in California with Quando Rondo, where he was in the truck and somebody shot up the truck and his boy wound up getting killed and he was out there screaming, whatever have you. And it was speculation. People were speculating um, that it had something to do with OTF, or Lil Durk's people or whatever. Basically, today we found out that there were 4 or 5 arrests made, and they said that um, the people who got arrested, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I should have wrote it down, but they said that their plane tickets were uh, purchased by someone connected to OTF. It just seems like to me they just continue like, I don't know if Lil Durk decided to change because he kind of see um, some darkness and see that the walls are closing in, which it don't have to be that way. I'm just guessing, and or is this just a situation where he done got so big, decided to make a change, and then people are just trying to tear him down? I don't know, what do you think, but anyway, um, I am sure that we have not heard the end of this situation. Uh, as I get the info, I'll definitely come back and tell you guys what what's exactly is going on. All right, so that's one segment we'll get. So I'm on pause on that Chief Keef and Dirk dispute. Um, another thing I wanted to speak on today was my favorite college, my new favorite college football team, which is the Colorado Buffs. Go Buffs! But I've always been a fan of Deion Sanders, and I've been watching the team um, since they started. It's been a lot of hate involved with this situation, but I want to start a new movement from Chicago, and that's Chicago for Colorado Buffs. and we're gonna support them. All right. So if y'all with me, y'all with me. Y'all subscribe and do all the things that y'all need to do to keep up. This week, um, they play Cincinnati, the Bearcats. They both got the same record, and they fighting for a position for a bowl game. Right? If Colorado wins out, let's just say when they win out, you know, we can expect title shot in a bowl game. Um, so all last year and most of this year, you had professionals, and then you had like people that people that were hating. I forgot my guy's name, Matt something, big white dude. He hosts a show, and he keep calling out people for hating them for hating the Buffs and Deion and Deion makes sure that those kids are great students and great people on and off the field. He ain't gonna tolerate that. One of the reasons why I love him. Since he's been there, nobody's gotten in trouble. That people that got in trouble, they're off the team. We'll talk more about one of those situations real soon. So people that got in trouble, they're off the team. um, what I want to say is, before he even got started, people started saying, "Oh, it takes 5 years to do this," and and he has so much buzz because he does things his way, and he allows the kids to do things their way as long as they're respectful. And the culture that he's bringing down to Colorado is nothing like they've ever seen. It's exciting. It's different. It's something that I'm sure plenty of people want to follow. Um, let's just start with last year. Last year they were like four and whatever. They won 4 games, and then they lost the last 6 or something like that. When people thought that they would be, when people thought that they would be, first they thought they wouldn't be anything. Then after they won a few games, they said, coach said, "Do you believe? Do you believe?" And they said, "You believe now, right?" But at the end of the day, like the cheap shot came, and then they started losing. They started losing right after they played Colorado State. All right, so this is what one couple things I want to address from last year. They had the number one defensive back, Carmani McClain. Carmani McClain wouldn't show up to practice. He wouldn't watch film. He didn't do good in school. I guess wherever he was from before they catered to him, did his work for him. I'm not sure what the deal is. Carmani McClain was supposed to be the best defensive back coming out of high school. But let's just be real though. Carmani McClain could not play the run. He couldn't stop the run. He couldn't tackle a baby. All right, let's just keep it real. He couldn't tackle a baby. So, uh, do I want him to succeed? Of course. Why not? Succeed. Do whatever it is that you're gonna do. But at the end of the day, we're not trying to harbor those type of people over here. So, they let him go. He wound up being in Florida. He started giving them shit in Florida. And then he finally got put in the game, got a pick 6. That's okay. We good over here. We ain't miss. We didn't miss him, but we wish him well, right? All right, going back and now, so that was something that a lot of people always spoke to me about. His situation because he started talking about Colorado play for clicks and did a lot of different stuff. So I just wanted to address that. Another thing is the losing season. Remember the Colorado versus Colorado State game where I think his name was Blackman or whatever. Anyway, where the kid took a shot at Hunter after the ball was completely out of reach and after the ball had hit the ground an hour ago, and he still took the shot. And he like kind of like I think he like cracked his sternum or something in his chest, did something where he was out for like 3 or 4 games. But those 3 or 4 games, they lost all those games except the one to Oregon by one score. All right. Now you also gotta remember that when they take out Travis Hunter, you're taking out the best receiver in college football and the best defensive back in college football. So you're really taking out 2 players, as well as you know, you know, was that a smart move for Colorado State? If they wanted to win the game, they didn't go nowhere last year either. But I'm just speaking on some of the reasons why I felt like even last year wasn't much of a success. All right, out of last year, we got Weaver to the pros. He's over there in Arizona right now. So we got one in the pros out of that whole batch of kids last year. And you got other people in different leagues or whatever. But this year is a big difference. This year we got our first five, all the receivers, all the senior receivers should go. A couple of the underclassmen can go. That's how talented I think they are. They won't get the look that they need to go but every time that you see them in there, you get those glimpses. One of them just got their leg broke, or Marion, I forgot his last name, but he was the one who led them to come back. Without him, they wouldn't even won the Baylor game. He ran that touchdown to start to change the momentum after people thought he was tackled. He was this close to his knee being down or whatever have you. But nonetheless, they got Wester over there. I forgot they got Travis Hunter over there. They got Wester. They got um, what's number 5 and 14? You know, next time I'll be a professional and I'll write their names down or whatever have you. But yeah, man, we got a couple true freshmen started. I could guarantee you that this year we send at least 6 or 7 guys to the pros. We're so deep this year. They listen. We just lost to Kansas State. We got 4 of our starting receivers got hurt in this game, and it came down to a bullshit pass interference call at the end of the game, which I I felt like they should have been going for a first down, but when they went for it, it was clearly a pass interference. But again, I don't want to start being that guy that every time something don't go their way, something. But y'all check it out. The last play of the Kansas State game, they called that ball. They pretty much agreed that it was pass interference, but they said that the ball was not catchable. Go review it yourself. You make your own opinion or whatever have you. Uh, Saturday, I think I want to say 9:30 Eastern time, and I hope it ain't Mountain time. Whatever, I'll get back to you before then. But I just want to make the defense. Let's not leave anything out. We got Mata was always automatic. All right, but the defense. We just played. Uh, who did we? Arizona. We played Arizona last week. The defense got 7 sacks in one game. This ain't the same defense we had last year. Now, don't get me wrong. They ain't been perfect all year, but they have been consistently getting better every week under the tutelage of Warren Sapp. And it's another guy that's really vocal and really animated that played professional football too. They also got, I forgot the dude's name that um, Coach Prime hired, young dude. Young white dude. Dude, he's a phenomenal defensive coach. This dude is. This dude is. The I feel like he is the real reason why um, the calls are set, and then he came in with no playbook. He said, "I just want to see what their strengths are, and then I'll create something around their strengths." And my God, did he do that? My God, did he do that? The only thing that I've seen their weakness be a little run defense, but for the most part, their weakness is a running quarterback in this moment. But I expect them to get a little bit better every week like they've been doing. So, you know, we got when Travis came out, when Shiloh came out, we almost felt like nothing changed. They shut shit down out there, bro. They got that one kid out there, Hood, is playing his ass off. Oh, don't. Selman Craig is a super sleeper. This dude all over the place, just killing shit, man. Uh, it's amazing to see the progress and just to see that whatever they're doing over there, and it makes sense though because you got to think that it makes sense because uh, uh, they'd never played together. Like this whole team is pretty much got pulled out of the portal. They got pulled out of the portal. So now you gotta, and they've been shuffling linemen, they've been shuffling defensive backs, scat backs, receive. They're trying to still figure out who the best. My thing is get a cup. They gotta win. They win if they win this week, then they get a bye week. And we got to play better coming off the bye too. But then we get a bye week, so now we can possibly get more people back into the lineup that were starters that are injured, right? So I'm just hopeful for that. So stay in tune. Chicago for Colorado Buffs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go subscribe, like, and I'll put all the pieces to my podcast together as we go. Put the sign up. I'll start figuring out what I really need to do, ask more questions, do a little more studying. But I decided not to wait anymore. The more comfortable I get doing this, the easier. So the next time I see you and we talking about Colorado, we should be talking about a win. All right, it's your boy Cold Steel. You watching Cold Steel TV. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe. We love you.